Yo, what's going on, guys? Eagle Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Today's video, we got some crazy stuff going on. We got rumors about Declan Rice. We got stuff going on with Ivan Fresneda. Is he going to join Arsenal? Is he going to join Dortmund? There's a player that is over in Spain playing for Real Sociedad that's been linked to both Arsenal and Barcelona, but apparently he's already promised Mikel Arteta that he would join them, and apparently Arsenal might have promised to trigger a release clause. There's some crazy stuff going on. Weston McKennie update. He will be joining the Premier League, but will he be joining Arsenal? Musa Caicedo. Arsenal still eye a move for Musa Caicedo. We also eye a move for Onana. There's just so much going on. In addition to everything else, there's players leaving the club. Lokonga has been linked to a move away today to Monaco. Cedric's been linked to a move away to Fulham. All this plus more on today's show. We're going to tell you everything. Make sure you do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get the show started. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear, and my my audio is coming out through crisp. Oh, once again, my audio is not even on the right settings. Okay, there you go. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear now. But let's get this show started. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got a lot to talk about. Let's go. Bang. Yes, people. Hopefully you guys can hear me perfectly. I hope everyone is doing well. There is so much going on. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Today's been a good day. I've been having a lazy day at home, just chilling back, relaxing, shooting some people outside of the school. When a couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I don't know why the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air song just came in my head. But let's get this background from stop getting blurred and make it normal. Let's start talking about these transfers because there's so much to talk about today, people. So much to get into. So much stuff that's going on. I don't know what to believe, what not to believe, what to say, what not to say, but there's just so much going on at Arsenal right now. We got rumors about Chiesa, Lokonga move, just so much stuff. So let's start. Let's pick up from where we ended off last night. Let's pick up from where we left off last night, because last night after I did my stream, there was a couple things that popped up out of nowhere, right? First things first, let's go to the Caicedo news, because the Caicedo news is very interesting in my opinion. Let's move on to the Caicedo news. So, if you guys don't know, Brighton have put 100 million price tag on Musa Caicedo, and we will be battling with Chelsea for the services of Caicedo. 100 million, they're saying 100 M's for Musa Caicedo. And is that in pounds? Yes, that is in pounds. So Brighton have put a ridiculous price tag on Caicedo. I don't know if that's going to happen to Arsenal. He is more of a backup option to Declan Rice for Arsenal. At this moment in time, it doesn't seem like Caicedo to Arsenal will happen. But this right here is just ridiculous. So the owner of Brighton refuses to sell him at any cost this window and set 100 million price tag, with the owner Tony Bloomberg refusing to sell after attempts from Chelsea. So at this moment in time, it does seem like Caicedo will be staying at the club. I don't think they're going to sell. I don't think they want to sell. And this is linked to Arsenal, because Arsenal are also linked to Musa Caicedo. So we aren't going to get him in January. And even if we did try to get him, I don't think we're going to go and get him in the summer. I don't think he's really worth the 100 million. But realistically, is any player actually even worth that type of money in today's market? There's just so much going around with players and everything else. I don't know what to even believe at times. I feel like the Musa Caicedo stuff is just, I think it's just because he's an option, and I don't think he's the main guy that we're trying to get. That's the reality. I don't think he's the main guy that we're trying to get in. But we are linked to a lot of names. We're linked to a lot of different names at this moment in time. There's so much going around. But let's now shift over to the Onana stuff, because the stuff about Onana is also very interesting, right? So rumor has it that Onana is actively trying to force a move through to Arsenal this window. That I don't know how true that is. There's also Arsenal are interested in Onana. The possibility of moving for Weston McKennie is also an option. Rumors coming out that Arsenal have approached Onana, but the Merseyside club are asking for 50 million pounds. Tell me, what do you guys think about Onana? Because if Arsenal do try to get Onana, he's going to be cheaper than Caicedo. We can get him in this window, but 50 M's they're talking about, 50 million. Now, understandably so. He's Premier League proven. He's played in the Premier League. He's playing in a poor side, but he's been one of their more effective players. He's been one of their better players. So for them to ask for 50 million, and also Everton is for sale. So at this moment in time, Everton are in a financial situation where they are for sale. We know that. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen, because if Everton do sell, I'm going to talk about this guy soon. Just bear with me. We're going to get to him. We're going to get to him. But yeah, Everton are looking to sell Onana. And for 50 million, that might be a reasonable option to go for. I think Onana is going to be a quality player in the years to come, and he's currently a better player than Lokonga. That's what we have in that position. So he offers us more than Lokonga at this moment in time. No debate about that, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. Would you want to spend around 50 million on Onana? I think, as you guys are saying, 40 million, 30 million probably tops. 50 million is a little bit much, but hey, as long as it's not all up front and there's some sort of add-ons or something, maybe we could get it done. But I don't know. This seems to be the most likely midfield signing at this moment in time that Arsenal could get done in this window. That is the situation at this moment in time. This seems to be the most likely midfield option that we could get signed this window. That is the situation right now. Um, People talking about Jorginho, Foot B. Nobody wants Jorginho. I'll let you know that right now for free. No Arsenal fans wants Jorginho. I don't think so. That is just the reality. I don't think any Arsenal fan here is saying we should go and sign Jorginho. He looks on his last legs at Chelsea, let alone at Arsenal. Let me know what you guys think. Also, I'm gonna put a question in the poll: the Chiesa news. Do you think it's fake news or real news? Let me know what you think. If Chiesa rumors to Arsenal are real, it wouldn't make sense because Chiesa is literally like the prize jewel at Juventus. So I don't think there's any truth to Chiesa to Arsenal. But let me know if you believe any of these rumors. It does seem to be a little fake. It does seem to be a joke. I don't believe it for 1 second that Chiesa to Arsenal could even happen. I think if anything, these guys are just making these stories up as they go. I really do believe they're literally just making up these stories as they go. Hence why the Chiesa stuff has come up. But right now, Onana is the main story, and I think Everton to sell Onana in this window would be ridiculous. They are currently in a relegation battle. They're currently in a situation where they need money, but in order for them to sell 50 million, and it's going to have to probably be cash up front. And I don't know if Arsenal are going to pay that type of money for him right now. That is just the reality. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Chiesa, Saka is better than Chiesa. I agree. Saka is better than Chiesa. Saka is better than Chiesa at this moment in time. Saka has shown more. Kulusevski or Chiesa. You know what? The fact that Chiesa has been injured lately, you would pick Kulusevski. That's what I think. But I personally say Chiesa is the better player than Kulusevski. That is just that. Maybe it's just my bias. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm a little biased. You can say that also. But yeah, that is the situation with Onana, and even Chelsea are apparently in the race to try to get Onana also. Even Chelsea are apparently in the race to try to get Onana. So we'll have to wait and see what actually happens in this situation, if anyone actually gets the guy. But the rumors are circulating about Onana, about Declan Rice, about Musa Caicedo. Arsenal are interested in Musa Caicedo. Arsenal are interested in Everton's Onana. If should fail to land Declan Rice, and then we have stuff like we can't trust every source because there's a lot of fake sources out there. But the price of the 50 million does seem to be somewhat reliable. It's coming from this gentleman here. He's quite reliable. Works for 90 min. So we're gonna have to wait and see where this how this progresses and how this goes. For now, I'm just gonna park the Onana conversation on the side. I'm just gonna park it, and we're just gonna shift over to the next story. Let me know what you guys think about Onana to Arsenal. Would you want to pay the 50 million that they're saying we have to pay for him? Doesn't really add up, in my opinion. Doesn't really make sense to spend that type of money on him, in my opinion. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you're going to hear stories that are 100% factual. Then sometimes you're going to hear stories that are a little bit sensationalized um, to to make it more unrealistic. Now, Weston McKennie, we spoke about him yesterday. We spoke about Weston McKennie yesterday, and rumors has it that Weston McKennie is still on the books. So reports came out 4 minutes ago that Arsenal are interested in Weston McKennie and Onana. So this is interesting because Weston McKennie, if I'm not mistaken, was pretty much done to go to he was pretty much done and ready to go to Leeds. So what is happening? What is happening? How is this happening? This is how it's happening. Arsenal have reportedly made a late move, and first contact have been made by Arsenal in pursuing a deal depending on the reaction they get. Juventus want around 25 to 30 million and a permanent sale coming to it. But they see in the situation of him potentially going on loan to Leeds, and they wanted to capitalize. So if I'm not mistaken, he was close to a move to Leeds, and now this is the situation that he finds himself in. Some people saying they don't want Americans in the club. I'm not gonna lie to you. At this moment in time, if we had a Tyler Adams, he would be a decent backup. So let's not just say we don't want Americans. There are people said the same thing. They didn't want Canadian in Alphonso Davies, and look at how he turned out to be. He turned out to be a quality player. So you never want to rule out a signing based on their nationality. That's not good. Let's not do that. But if you want to rule him out based on his ability, you can definitely rule him out based on his ability. If you want to rule him out based on the fact that you feel like his ability doesn't suit the level that you need, you can definitely rule him out based on his ability not suiting the level that you need. But ruling him out based on his nationality, I don't think we should be doing that. You can say you don't know too many top level American footballers if you want, but at the same time, a lot of the American footballers are performing at a high level. Now, this is what Fabrizio Romano had to say about Weston McKennie to Leeds, because Weston McKennie to Leeds is also on. He said Weston McKennie has accepted Leeds United's contract proposal, and terms are not an issue. It's on Leeds and Juventus now, and two clubs are discussing the conditions of the deal. However, proceeds new round of talks. So it's not done. He's not yet signed, but he's more or less closer to joining Leeds than he is joining Arsenal at this moment in time. Arsenal are still interested in the player. Arsenal are still looking at the player. But yeah, the owner is American. Yeah, the owner is American. Our owner is American. A lot of owners nowadays are American consortiums, because they are starting to scoop up a lot of football clubs in Europe. 1 second. Sorry. But yeah, Weston McKennie. The thing about Weston McKennie and Arsenal is, guys, we're gonna see a lot of rumors about Weston McKennie. We're gonna see a lot of rumors about Onana. I think we're gonna hear about all these names. But I don't know how likely it is Arsenal actually bring these guys in, because usually Arsenal don't sign somebody for the short term. Do you think they're gonna make that short term signing in a Weston McKennie, or they're going to go for the more long-term in Onana and spend the 50 million? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Arsenal are interested in the possibility of moving for Juventus's Weston McKennie. You have another one here saying Arsenal are interested in moving for both of them. And it's just going over and over again. And then here we go. Arsenal, Weston McKennie to deliver the title. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta admits they may focus in the transfer window for a new midfielder in fears of mounting injuries to Mohamed Elneny. That is true. Mohamed Elneny has picked up an injury, ladies and gentlemen. The injury to Mohamed Elneny could cause Arsenal to make a move now for a midfielder. Mohamed Elneny's injury could be the factor that makes us go and get more squad depth. that could be the thing that takes us over the edge and gets us more squad depth. Because I didn't think Mohamed Elneny's injury was that bad, but as they are now saying, there's fears that Mohamed Elneny's injury could be one of the driving factors in why we are not signing, why we are keeping Lokonga. So before I go any further on the Lokonga thing, I'm just going to speak on Mohamed Elneny's injury. There are fears that Elneny is sustained a long-term injury, reports by Simon Jones, right? Arsenal. I'm gonna get onto the Lokonga thing in a second, but yeah, Mohamed Elneny's injury is now a long-term injury. That's what people fear. There's a lot of fears about the injury being a long-term injury, and with that being said, it does look like we are going to try to keep Lokonga and maybe even sign somebody else in the midfield. Now, the thing is, I get that Mohamed Elneny, if he does have an injury, we're going to want to hold on to Lokonga. But what I don't get is if we're not going to see any if you don't believe he's going to get much game time, why would you reject a loan move? If unless the terms of the loan move was not good, because we did reject a loan move. We rejected a loan move for Lokonga to go to Monaco. This is it seems to be the reason why we rejected the loan move for him to go to Monaco is because of the Mohamed Elneny injury, and at this moment in time we haven't made a signing. If we do make a signing, I want to see Lokonga go on loan. Personally, I don't think he's going to add much to our team in the second half of the season. Let me know what you guys think. Is McKennie a CDM? Igal, it's not Mohammed, it's Mohammed. I know. My apologies, Mohamed Elneny. I'm just pronouncing it the way people Westerners pronounce it. But yeah, Weston McKennie can play both the Xhaka role and the CDM role, but to the level and standard we don't know yet. We're gonna have to see. Weston McKennie is shit. Keep that bum away from our club. Roadman, we're gonna have to see Roadman tie. But yeah, let's get back to the Lokonga news. The Lokonga news is kind of interesting because I didn't think the club would reject a move for Lokonga. Hence, he doesn't get much game time in the first place. Why would we want to keep him? Why would we want to keep him like that? He doesn't get much game time. He doesn't really offer us much on the pitch. He doesn't really do much in the game when he comes on. But yet, we rejected the move from Monaco. Monaco wanted to take him on loan. The loan probably wasn't to our favor. If you're going to take the player on loan, you're going to have to pay his full wages. You're going to have to give us the full. You're going to have to give us his full wages, and there's going to have to be some sort of succession plan if we're going to want to sell him long term. But the situation is Arsenal have rejected an approach from Monaco for the signing of Albert Sambi Lokonga. Mikel Arteta is unwilling to part ways with another midfielder after losing Mohamed Elneny to a long-term injury. It sucks because I don't want to see Lokonga at the club in the short term. I think we need to upgrade on Lokonga if we're going to try to win this Premier League. Lokonga cannot be the first choice off the bench in the midfield for Partey. We need more squad depth, and we're gonna have to get that squad depth. But everybody is coming out and saying that the deal has been rejected. The huge part of our title race is him being available. That sucks. If Lokonga is what we're depending on as our option off the bench when we need somebody, we might as well. This is sad news. This is bad news. This is bad news. If Lokonga is the guy we're depending on to come off the bench to make a difference, we got big issues. We got big issues. So this is why we need to go back and look at Onana, Weston McKennie, Musa Caicedo, and all these guys. That's why we need to look at all these guys, and that's why we are looking at all these guys at this moment in time. I don't think there's anything else but a midfield target in the mouths of all of our recruitment staff at this moment in time. That is what we need to do. That is who we need to go and attract. That is what we need to get through the door at this moment in time. But there are some crazy rumors also. Let me tell you guys something. This guy right here from Real Sociedad, has been linked to Barcelona as a potential Sergio Busquets replacement. Yes, Martin Let me see how you pronounce his name. Martin. 1 second.
Martin Zubimendi.
Martin Zubimendi. It has been linked to Arsenal, and reports are coming out that this story is crazy, people. This story is crazy. Buckle up, because the Zubimendi one is mad. Reports are coming out that Barcelona are set to face Zubimendi, but he wants they want him to replace Sergio Busquets, but the midfielder already has his heart set on a move to Arsenal. Apparently, we have already spoken to him and we've told him we are going to trigger his release clause in the summer, and he's going to join Arsenal. And the release clause is around 52 million pounds. Yes. So here's what's being said at this moment in time. Let me show you guys. Where is it? Where'd it go? I swear I just had it. You know when things just disappear? Okay. So here we go. So Zubimendi has decided to move to the Premier League at the end of the season. He has his heart set on joining Arsenal, not Barcelona. So we're facing off against Barcelona. They want him as their Sergio Busquets replacement, and he wants to join Arsenal over Barcelona. Right? Apparently the guy is quality. Yeah, I'm hearing he's really good. Get De Jong. Barcelona need the money. We are top of the league. You know what? I don't think we want De Jong. I think we see De Jong as overvalued for what he brings to the table at this moment in time. That's the reality. Then you look at, this is the second part of the tweet. Arsenal have reached an agreement with Real Sociedad about a move this month to pay Martin Zimeda 52.5 million release clause, and the player does not want to leave his hometown club in the middle of the season. The deal is more likely to happen at the end of the campaign, says the Mail. This doesn't make sense. How is it that Arsenal have already agreed to pay a release clause of 52 million for a midfielder? Listen, I don't even know what this guy brings to the table. Let's see what kind of player this guy is, because just like you guys, you guys might not know too much about him. I might not know too much about him. We gotta check out what this guy brings to the table. All seasons. Let's go all seasons. Where does he play? He predominantly plays as a defensive midfielder. He's played 80 games in his career as a defensive midfielder, 50 games as a center midfielder. He's played 1 game as a center back. How much do they value him? They value him at 40 million euros. He's 23 years old. His contract runs out in 2027. So the value for money does make sense. Now, I don't know how good he is. I'm going to try to find that out for you guys right now. Find out how good this guy actually is. But in my opinion, a lot of these things come out. Brazilian scout. Let me just find out what we can find out about this guy. For you guys quickly. Let's see what we can find out about him. Okay, here we go. So let me screenshot this and show it to you guys what I'm looking at. So they're comparing him to some players I don't even know. They're saying, once again, they're not pointing out his weaknesses, they're just pointing out his strengths. I'm gonna put this on the screen to show you guys what I know, what we can find out about this guy, just from a quick little search. Let's see what we can find out about this guy. This is what we can find out about him. He's a Real Madrid player. He's 23 years old. He's right-footed. He can play as a central defensive midfielder and as a CM. He's 5'11", so just under 6 feet. His passing range, his technical ability, his tackling, his stamina, interceptions, composure, aerial duels, off-ball, natural fitness, and technique are his best abilities. He's being compared to some players like Kamara. We already know about Boubacar Kamara, who went to Aston Villa. So it does seem like he's being compared to some top defensive midfielders. I don't know too much about the guy. This is a little grand scheme of what we can tell you. He's not English. He's Spanish. He is Spanish. So yeah, that's not tall enough. He's almost 6 foot. Like what else do you need from a midfielder? If I'm not mistaken, Partey is 6 foot. Xhaka is 6 foot. Odegaard's not 6 foot, But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat. Better than Busquets? No, he's not better than Busquets, but they view him as the alternative to Busquets. They view him as a replacement to Busquets. They view him as a player that comes in after Busquets. And just to let you guys know, when it comes to the player himself, his market value is reportedly around 30 million euros. So the fact that we'd be agreeing a 50 something million release clause for the player does sound like it's a little bit over the top for me. Does sound like a little bit too much money, but we're gonna have to wait and see what is the truth and what's not the truth, because we've seen reports of this kind of stuff happen in the past where players are linked to Arsenal and nothing comes from it. I mean, he has qualities than he has better qualities than Busquets. I don't know if he has better qualities than Busquets. People are saying all a smokescreen for Jude Bellingham. I can tell you right now, Arsenal are not going to spend the type of money that Jude Bellingham's camp would need for him to come to Arsenal. We are not going to spend that type of money. The club has decided that they're going to spread their cash throughout the squad depth, and they feel like they have enough players right now to not have to go and splash the cash on one individual in certain positions. But we're going to talk about other stuff too, because there's a lot of other rumors that we still haven't gotten to. Let's get to the Declan Rice stuff, because the Declan Rice stuff don't make sense. Guys, Declan Rice got approached by Real Madrid. Yeah, Real Madrid. Real Madrid went to Declan Rice. They said to him, "Come to Arsenal." He told them. He said, Real Madrid went to Declan Rice. They told him, "Come to Real Madrid." He said to them, "I already told Mikel Arteta I'm going to Arsenal." That is basically what took place, because Declan Rice has rejected Real Madrid to join Arsenal. That is the rumor. The rumor is Declan Rice has rejected Real Madrid to join Arsenal. Declan Rice reportedly has rejected Chelsea to join Arsenal. Reports coming out all over the place that Declan Rice has rejected numerous clubs for a move to the Emirates. This is news that I didn't expect to hear. I didn't expect to hear rejections from Real Madrid, Declan Rice to be rejecting this club, Declan Rice to be rejecting that club, Declan Rice promising Arsenal that he's going to be joining Arsenal. What? I'm quite taken back by it. I'm quite surprised. Now let me just show you guys what the rumor is saying. According to Spanish publications, here we go. Let me give you guys the actual information. This is the closest thing to the actual article I could find. But according to Spanish publications, Declan Rice has rejected a move to Real Madrid. Yes, so he has rejected a move. He has rejected a move to Real Madrid because he's given his word and his eyes on a move to Arsenal at the end of the season. Let me read this properly. Declan Rice has already rejected a move to Real Madrid as he eyes a move to Arsenal at the end of the season. Rice has reportedly given his word to Arsenal and Mikel Arteta over a potential move. That is the situation at this moment in time. He's given his word to Arsenal and Mikel Arteta over his move. So at this moment in time, Declan Rice has given his word. He's given his word to the club that he will be joining us. Spanish media, can we trust it? It's not British media, as someone in the comment section is saying. It's not British media. It is Spanish media. Let me just search given his word, because I am still taken back by this. He's basically saying that he's going to wait for Arsenal. You know what? People are saying you can't trust Declan Rice. He's given his word before to the Irish, and it didn't mean shit. But we're gonna have to wait and see. You got West Ham. Rice rebuffed interest from Real Madrid. This is a West Ham. This is a West Ham page that is saying this. Let me show you guys this again. West Ham page here saying, "Big up, we need. We're also scouting Ibrahim Bamba. Yeah, we are scouting Ibrahim Bamba. I did a video on that earlier before the World Cup. or during the World Cup, we were talking about Ibrahim Bamba. I don't think we're going to go back in for him, though, at this moment in time. I think he's more of a project player. We've now moved on. The project is no longer about young players. It's now about players who are going to help us win now. Um, Declan Rice has rebuffed interest from Real Madrid, telling the La Liga giant that he has already given his word to Arsenal regarding a move in the summer. So at this moment in time, it does seem like Declan Rice to Arsenal will be happening. I want to know how you guys feel about this. Are you happy about this potential move for Declan Rice? Do you like Declan Rice? Do you think he's a quality player? Are you guys a fan of Declan Rice? Because there's some people who don't like Declan Rice, some people who don't know what he's going to bring to the table, some people who just don't want Declan Rice at the club, and I don't get that personally. Personally, I don't get the whole Declan Rice. Egal, don't bring yourselves down to the average player like Rice. So stop the fake hype. Arsenal linked to a player. Speak facts. I don't know why you come in here and uh always just argue. Like what are you talking about? I'm so confused. Like what are you talking about? What are we doing? What are we doing wrong? Like I'm so confused. You're just always on my case for no reason. Let us live. We're talking about transfers. This is what the channel's about, right? Um, then you got another one here saying Real Madrid are closely following Declan Rice before never made an offer but felt non-transferable at West Ham. The situation has changed and Declan Rice has given Arsenal his word. He will be joining Arsenal in the summer, and I'm just gonna like that right there. But yeah, he has given his word to the club that he will be joining us in the summer. Let's wait and see, because that's now two players that people are talking about that could be joining Arsenal in the summer. I don't know what to believe at this moment in time. It's just all over the place. But yeah, someone in the comment section just mentioned Chiesa. Someone in the comment section just mentioned Chiesa. Do you guys actually believe the Chiesa rumors? Come on. I put a question in the poll to see how many of you guys actually believe the Chiesa rumors. 60% of you guys said it's fake news, but 70% of you guys are saying it's fake news, and only 40 people have liked the video. Like the goddamn video, people. Like the goddamn video. It's free. Absolutely smash the absolute shit out of that like button right now. Let's now go to the Chiesa stuff, because the Chiesa rumors have to be a joke. The Chiesa to Arsenal rumors have to be bullshit. They can't be real. You just can't believe it. You just can't believe it. I I, I don't know. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But we're gonna look into it. We're gonna look into it. Let's see what we see. Juventus forward Chiesa is now on Arsenal's number one target transfer. Chiesa, Arsenal make Juventus attacker Chiesa their number one target. Yes, we can make him our number one target. Simply put, we can make him our number one target. Doesn't mean we are going to get him. And this outlet, let me just make it clear, this outlet right here is not the most reliable outlet at all. This Italian outlet is the same Italian outlet that said Madison to Arsenal was done. They're the same outlet that said Tillemans to Arsenal was done. They're the same outlet that said uh, certain things happened in the past that didn't happen. So we can't really believe this. My question to everyone is fake news or real news? Fake news or real news that Juventus are reportedly valuing Chiesa at 50 million. Bullshit. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. That is their best player. There is no way in hell that Chiesa is going to be available for 50 million. Impossible. Unprobable. I don't believe it. Not for 1 second do I believe it. Let me know what you guys think, because I think this is a bunch of baloney. I think this is just the media running with a fake story and trying to hype up something that has no thing. That's why I didn't even want to make it the main topic of the video, because I don't believe it. I personally don't believe it for 1 second. Arsenal can make him. I believe the fact that we want him. I believe the fact that we would be interested in him, but I don't think that he would be even available for 50 million, let alone 100 million. I think they would want upwards of 100, 120. That's probably what they would want. Like how many years does Chiesa have left on his deal? Let's see. Let's see how many years does Chiesa have left on his deal, because we're seeing all the rumors about Liverpool, Chiesa to Liverpool, Chiesa to Arsenal, Chiesa to Liverpool, Chiesa as the Mo Salah replacement. Now that makes more sense. Now that makes more sense. But Chiesa to Arsenal, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Where is this? Let me find transfer mark. Where's transfer mark? Yo, transfer market. Let me show you guys what I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to show you guys how many years he has left in his contract. He has he has a few years left. He has what? A couple two more years, two more seasons. So it's like, do you think he's gonna be leaving that easily? And also, how are you going to get a player like Chiesa under market value? Like these, at least try to make the rumors real. At least, if you're gonna lie, try to make them more realistic. Try to make them more realistic. 50 million, unrealistic, unrealistic. This is a guy who is valued as one of the best Italian players, one of the best Italian attackers. No way, no way, no way. No way he's going for anything less than like a ridiculous fee. That's the realist I could tell you. There's no way he's going for less than a ridiculous fee. That's just what I can tell you right now for free. Now let's go back to some of the other stuff. Before we go on to Fresneda, I'm just gonna say, before we go to the Fresneda news, there is the Cedric news. The Cedric news is positive. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta hear you go. Cedric has left the building. Shout out to Cedric. He doesn't have to. Declan Rice is overrated. You know what? I don't agree with that statement. I think Declan Rice is a quality player and he's underrated, based on the fact that people just hate on him because he's English. I really do believe people, if he wasn't English, people would rate him a little bit higher. Then we go to Cedric. Let's go to what's going on with Cedric. So Fabrizio Romano has given us the update on Cedric. Cedric is out the door, ladies and gentlemen. Cedric will be leaving the football club to join Fulham. As you can see right here, Cedric to Fulham is pretty much done. We even got the here you go. He did it in lowercase because it's not that big of a transfer. But Arsenal will be letting Cedric go on loan to Fulham for the remainder of the season. So it is done and dusted. Cedric to Fulham is done. Now, the thing is, they're going to pay his full wages. We don't have to worry about the days of getting players like Pablo Mari and Cedric anymore. Those days are behind us. This is a good move for the guy. He's gonna help us out from Fulham, where he can pick up points against other smaller teams. Yeah, there's no way Chiesa is going for 50 million. As I said, yeah. Cedric should just want a Premier League medal if he wins. Cedric just wants a Premier League medal if we win. You know what? He still should get it. I don't think he even played for us much, but we should still give him one just because he's been part of the squad. We should offer it to him. But we're not there yet. Once we win it, we can offer him a Premier League medal. Then, with that being said, with that rumor being over the line, where's the next thing? Here we go. So Arsenal will make their first offer for Fresneda in the next hours after the finalization of the Cedric exit. So this account has been pretty much speaking about everything to do with the Fresneda deal. I don't even know what language this is, but they've been saying that an agreement between BVV and Fresneda has been done. This what? Oh, that was this morning. So yeah, they're literally updating us on for the Fresneda stuff every moment. Fresneda is now exercising with the group discomfort and his. Okay, I don't even know what that is. Here we go. So he spoke about the Cedric thing. Here. Arsenal will make first contract with Fresneda in the next few hours after the closing of the Cedric deal. We also heard yesterday that there was rumors that the Fresneda thing was close. No decision yet made over his future. We know that it's going to take about 24 to 48 hours to decide where he's going to go, if he's going to go to Arsenal or if he's going to go to BVV. But wherever he goes, he's going to be loaned back to his home club. Wherever he ends up, he's going to go back on loan to his home club. He's going to stay there, and that's just the situation. So at this moment in time, the situation with Fresneda, just so you guys know, he is he's linked to Arsenal, but the issue that he has is his links. His links. This is the issue with his links. We see it seems like doesn't matter what he does, doesn't matter how long we are linked to him or everything. He's not going to make a decision until he knows which club is going to be the best outlet for him to play, get game time, for him to develop, and of course for the club that he's currently at to give him a loan back. Fresneda is good. He played against us in La Liga and played good. Yeah, he is. And he came from the Real Madrid academy, if I'm not mistaken. So he is a quality player. He's 18 years old. He's a right back. He's also plays more of the inverted right back, similar to Zinchenko. So we're gonna have to see, right? And then we're gonna let you know. Uh, no, sorry about that, guys. Just someone messaged me, but yeah. When it comes to that, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think there's anything else that I need to cover. So just to give you guys a quick synopsis of everything we spoke about today, we spoke about just 1 second. Let me just note this down for anyone who needs to get the summary of what we spoke about. Summary. So yeah, so we spoke about Caicedo to Arsenal is not going to happen. They want 100 million euros. That is ridiculous. They're absolutely not. They're nutcases over there at Brighton. No one's paying 100 million euros for Caicedo. But yeah, that is not going to happen. So that's the summary on the Caicedo situation. Then you have the Onana situation. They want around 50 million euros for Onana. I still don't see that happening because they are currently in a financial situation where they might sell the club. And why would you also get rid of one of your best midfielders in the middle of a relegation battle? If Arsenal are serious and we want to spend 50 million, then maybe. But if we don't want to spend 50 million, I don't see how that's going to happen. Then we have the Weston McKennie stuff. Weston McKennie has a choice between Leeds on loan or Arsenal on loan. If Arsenal seriously want to loan him out, we're going to have to pay his full wages and we're going to have to put an option to buy or something like that. Juventus are not going to budge with us. But with Leeds, they're willing to give him away for a little bit less because they don't have to come up against them in the Europa League. So they're willing to give him away for less to Leeds than they are to Arsenal because of the Europa League factor. Shout out to my guy here in the chat saying, Iga, I like your content and the way you always think on your feet about football, keeping it and hope Arsenal wins this season. Josh from East Africa, Kenya. My guy. I've been to Nairobi, actually. It's a nice and beautiful city. And I've been to Kenya. I love Kenya, man. I love Kenya. The whole East Africa is beautiful, man. That's where the family's from. I'm from Somalia, but I've had a lot of family and everything that's over there. So yeah, let me tell you guys that. But big up everyone in the chat. We're not done. Let me give you guys the rest of the synopsis. Elneny has picked up a long-term injury. That's sad for him. I hope he's okay. My prayers go out to Elneny. I hope he gets well soon. Then you have Albert Sambi Lokonga. We rejected a loan move to Monaco because of the Mohamed Elneny thing. Then you have the Real Sociedad player Martin Zubimendi. 52 million pound release clause was supposedly going to be triggered in the summer. I don't know how much I agree. I believe in that. Doesn't really make sense in my opinion. And then the Chiesa to Arsenal rumors, I just have to laugh. Don't make sense. 50 million. Are you? They must be smoking something over there. In whoever made that article, because they know it's bullshit. And then you got the Cedric to Fulham is done, and then the Fresneda to Arsenal twist. Basically, he's going to pick between Dortmund or Arsenal. It just depends on who's going to give him more game time and everything else. But for now, I bid you guys adieu. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to let you guys know that I'm going to be live again doing a season review show at give or take 7 o'clock. I'll do a show. But for now, I'll leave you guys be. I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. And yeah, I don't know how much I believe the Chiesa stuff, but for now, the Declan Rice thing is a real deal. That is a Evander Holyfield of this day. But yeah, I'll let you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that goddamn like button on the way out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the way out. Don't forget to let people know about Eagle Talks Football, as we are here and we are not going anywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys there. Anything else that we haven't spoken about, people? Anything that people saying up the what? We don't need that in here, bro. We don't need that in here. Zubimendi, yeah, he's good, isn't he? He's pretty good. We're gonna have to see how he is. You got a good one. Your football knowledge is top. Yo, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You guys gassing me up for no reason, man. Don't gas me up too much. Anyways, I'm out of here, people. Peace. Peace out, people.